Breaking 2027, Tinubu moves to halt APC defection from CPC bloc sources. Hello viewers and welcome to Infogist TV. As preparations for the 2027 presidential elections gather momentum, emerging reports suggest that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's camp is making desperate moves to prevent the defection of key members of the All Progressive Congress APC to the Social Democratic Party SDP, particularly those from the Congress for Progressive Change bloc. A leaked memo has revealed that President Tinubu is considering drafting former Nasarawa State Governor Senator Tanko Al-Makura, a close ally of former President Muhammadu Buhari, to persuade the CPC bloc to remain in the APC. Al-Makura is reportedly being offered a possible APC national chairmanship in exchange for convincing Buhari to intervene and rally his loyalties. Sources disclosed that Al-Makura has scheduled a press conference for Monday where he is expected to announce Buhari's alleged support for keeping his political base within the APC. This development comes amid growing concerns within the ruling party as several high-profile politicians, including former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, ex-Kaduna State Governor Nasir El-Rufai, former Sokoto State Governor Aminu Tambuwa, and ex-Imo State Governor Achike Udenwa are reportedly exploring alternative political platforms ahead of the 2027 election, citing dissatisfaction with Tinubu's leadership. The memo has further exposed the growing internal cracks within the APC and raised questions about the party's unity and future ahead of the next election cycle. Efforts by the Progressive Governors Forum APC National Chairman Abdullahi Ganduje and the party's National Working Committee to involve former President Buhari have intensified. Just last week, a delegation of APC governors led by Governor Hope Uzodinma of Imo State, who also chairs the Progressive Governors Forum, visited Buhari in Kaduna to plead with him to prevent the looming exodus. Notably, Nasir El-Rufai has already publicly claimed to have received Buhari's blessings to exit the APC. Meanwhile, some former ministers from Buhari's administrations are said to be finalizing plans to join the SDP and Marseille in Buhari's home state of Castina. Several APC members have already defected. On Friday, the APC National Chairman Abdullahi Ganduje and members of the NWC also met with Buhari just hours after opposition leaders, including Atiku Abubakar, El-Rufai, Tambuwa, and former minister Issa Pantami, held talks with the former president. The CPC bloc comprised of key figures like the former Attorney General Abubakar Malami, former Minister of Communications and Digital Economy Issa Pantami, and ex-Minister of State for Education Chukwuemeka Nwajuba has reportedly become disillusioned with the Tinubu's administration, fueling speculations of an imminent defection wave. A mass defection from this powerful bloc could deal a severe blow to the APC's prospect in 2027, casting uncertainties over its political dominance. Recall that
fresh details have emerged following a visit by governors elected on the platform of the All Progressive Congress APC to former President Muhammadu Buhari at his Kaduna residence. The delegation, led by Imo State Governor Hope Uzodinma, chairman of the Progressive Governors Forum, held a closed-door meeting with the former president, during which they commended him for his achievements while in office. The APC governors noted that Buhari's administration laid a strong foundation for future development in the country. Although the visit was publicly described as a Salah homage, sources reveal that the underlying purpose was to seek Buhari's intervention in halting the defection of his loyalists from the APC to the Social Democratic Party. The governor's appeal reportedly stemmed from growing speculations about potential defections ahead of the 2027 general elections. The defunct Congress for Progressive Change, a key bloc within the APC, remains highly influential, with Buhari regarded as its central figure. There are fears within the APC that if this bloc were to exit, it would spell doom for the party nationwide. The meeting comes amid a wave of defection by Buhari's allies from the APC to SDP. Recall that former Kaduna State Governor Nasir El-Rufai was the first to publicly announce his departure, claiming he had secured President Buhari's blessing before leaving the party. Former ministers who served in Buhari's cabinet were said to be perfecting plans to move in Marseille to the SDP, just as in Buhari's Castina home state, some members of the APC have defected to the SDP. Recall that the CPC was a political party founded in 2009. In February 2013, the party merged with the Action Congress of Nigeria (ACN), the APC, and a faction of the All Progressive Grand Allies (ABGA) to form the present day. A source said that the governors particularly asked former President Buhari to speak to former Minister of Justice and Attorney General of the Federation Abubakar Malami (SAN) and former Minister of State for Education Honorable Chukwuemeka Nwajuba not to dump the APC. A source who was privy to the discussions at the closed-door meeting and pleaded anonymity said that the former president seemed to have distanced himself from the issue, stating that individuals like Honorable Chukwuemeka Nwajuba and others should decide their own party affiliations, and as such he cannot interfere with their political choices, as this has remained his trait all through his political life. It was, however, gathered that Buhari's stance has, however, sparked speculations about potential defections and their implications for APC's future. The meeting between the APC governors and Buhari came at a critical time for the party as it navigates internal challenges and external pressures ahead of the 2027 general elections. The APC has been grappling with internal conflicts, including disagreements over the party's presidential candidate selection process. In 2022, the party's National Working Committee, NWC, adopted indirect primaries for electing its presidential candidate, rejecting the consensus arrangement, which affected the party greatly, especially those from the CPC bloc, which the former president belonged to before the coming on board of the APC on the 6th of February 2013. The potential defections of key figures like Nwajuba, Malami and others could weaken the APC's position, especially if they decide to join another party, hence the quick intervention of the APC governors and their mission to Buhari's home. Buhari's decision to distance himself from the issues may be seen as a reflection of his commitment to allow individuals make their own decisions about their party affiliations, just as it is obvious that the APC's figure hangs in the balance as it navigates these internal challenges. Recall that the race to unseat President Bola Ahmed Tinubu in 2027 is gaining momentum as Nasir El-Rufai, former Kaduna State Governor, dumped the All Progressive Congress APC for the Social Democratic Party SDP in what appears to be a strategic move to build an opposition coalition. El-Rufai, who has been at odds with Tinubu and the ruling party since he was denied a ministerial appointment, formally announced his departure from the party. In a statement on his X handle, formerly known as Twitter account, he criticized the APC leadership, accusing them of straying from the party's founding ideals. Developments in the last 2 years confirm that those who currently control and run the APC do not deserve to acknowledge, much less address, the party's unhealthy situation. I have raised concerns in private and more recently in public regarding the party's capricious trajectory. Therefore, at this point in my political journey, I have come to the conclusion that I must seek another political platform to pursue the progressive values I cherish, El-Rufai stated. His defection came just 24 hours after he met with Ruf Aregbesola, former Interior Minister, and Pastor Tunde Bakare, a former presidential aspirant in Lagos, fueling speculations about political realignment ahead of the 2027 elections. The former governor has also been in discussions with the former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, who was the People's Democratic Party presidential candidate in 2023. Atiku has publicly declared plans to build a strong opposition coalition to challenge Tinubu. In a post via his X handle on Sunday, Atiku disclosed that he met with El-Rufai alongside former Adamawa State Governor Jibrila Bindo. After tonight's Itafa breaking of fast, I received an audience former governor of Kaduna State, El-Rufai, former governor of Adamawa, Jibrila Bindo, and Musa Halijima in Adamawa. Our robust discussions were the dessert of the meal, he wrote. El-Rufai is also reportedly courting Labour Party's P2Bs despite years of political rivalry. The speculations gained momentum after El-Rufai's son, Bashir El-Rufai, hinted that Obi might be joining the SDP. Responding to a post on X handle where a user claimed that the SDP would struggle to defeat the APC without P2B, Bashir replied, "He's coming." Sources indicate that former Kaduna governor is also working to reconcile Atiku with Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso, the leader of the new Nigerian People's Party (NNPP), in an attempt to merge opposition forces into a formidable alliance. The coalition is expected to attract former governors and ex-ministers eager to challenge the APC's dominance. Sources told our reporters that some aggrieved chieftains of the APC like Abubakar Malami, former Attorney General of the Federation, and Abdullahi Adamu, former National Chairman of the APC, among other leaders of the Defect Congress for Progressive Change, which emerged into the APC in 2015, may leave the APC in the coming months. Similarly, pundits say El-Rufai's defection to the SDP may just be part of the ongoing plans to form a broad alliance of the opposition politicians to challenge the incumbent president Bola Ahmed Tinubu in 2027. However, analysts have predicted that many other aggrieved APC chieftains could follow El-Rufai and leave the APC in the coming months. The former Kaduna State Governor's defection is expected based on the happenings in the APC for some time now. Kunle Akunade, political analyst, told our reporters, El-Rufai's defection is an indication that the APC is not well managed, and the situation may still lead to the party losing many stewards before the third quarter of this year, he added. Atiku, PDP's presidential candidate in 2023 general elections, has called for the alliance of opposition parties against the APC in 2027 and has been publicly seen with the former Kaduna governor, who also visited him over the weekend. What is happening now is similar to what happened in pre-2015 general elections when aggrieved PDP members formed a coalition with CPC, AC and APGA and other smaller parties. It is obvious that the political system shall experience such at this period again, Akunade said. It is only through coalition that APC could be defeated. Anything short of this is child's play. And this is a dangerous thing to the APC considering the political weight of El-Rufai and the likes who are currently aggrieved in the party. Speaking further, the political analyst said that the founding members of the APC are most likely to dump the party, noting that this would take a serious toll on the APC. Tope Musowo, a political analyst and public policy expert, also predicted that there will be a serious implosion in the ruling party ahead of the 2027 owing to the current administration's style of sidelining some individuals. This is the beginning of the drama. I see more defections and implosions in the APC ahead of the 2027 elections. You saw the NEC meeting that was held where a lot of chieftains that are not in their good books are those close to the former administration were sidelined. Many leaders are not happy with the way the party is being run now. The president is not carrying everyone along. Many are just silent and waiting for the time to leave. He would lose many leaders in the north and it can affect his re-election bid, Musowo said. Reacting to El-Rufai's defection, Daniel Buwala, a spokesperson for Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration, dismissed the move as a desperate attempt to unseat the incumbent.